Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh. My bad, they can hear me. Do you think they're out there?
Hello.
It's like, hello. It's like, hallelujah.
Oh, snap.
We got 35 seconds to go. Well, almost there. It is now the time, so let's go in before we start. What's up, Georgie?
What up, Sammy?
Oh, let me hit mute.
Oh.
Yes. So what do we got going on today?
Oof, we have another live show. We have exciting news. We have updates on the Kickstarter. We have an announcement that we want to make. We're going to save that one for the end. But yeah, we got going. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, mucho trabajo. Not too much time. Well, instead of trying to rhyme, let's just go into the intro.
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the dream of Medina and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the craze. If you are an independent, catch the craze. Making moves on your own, catch the craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the craze. Join the movement, catch the craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze podcast. I am your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man Vera, and I am with
George the Dreamer, my dude. What up, Sam?
What's up, Georgie? What's up, Daphne? Thank you for joining.
Daphne in the house. Hello, Daph. Hello, everybody. What's going on, Sam?
Oh, it's going. Lots happening.
It's good, dude. That intro, the old school clips of us wearing that baggy ass clothes cracks me up every time when I see it.
Oh, wait,
walking down
yes. You guys used to wear some oversized stuff. I used to think you
Yo,
wore your big brother's clothing.
extreme. Dude, I have no brother. That was just me wearing size 38 pants when I had no business wearing size 38 pants.
You thought you were cool. You thought you were cool. That's
dude,
what it was.
It was crazy, dude. That cracks me up.
It's like you
Me-
and Jonathan.
me and John.
You look like
me and John.
Mormons.
we were about to knock on some people's doors.
No, not Amish. You had like these long gowns on. It's like, man.
Man, oh man, listen. So here we are, man. It's another episode of Catch the Craze. This one's a special one. It's a live episode.
Yes.
Thanking everybody for their pledges on our Catch the Crazies
There you go.
Kickstarter.
Yes.
And successfully funded thanks to you. So thank you, everybody, for your
Yes.
support, your love. I'm digging it, man. I'm loving it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all for supporting. I'm just putting up any responses here. Doesn't look as good on OBS.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah,
Nice. That looks very intrusive.
Yo, it's like, oh, why you up in my face, son?
It's all up in my face, bro.
Because if I do it like that, it's just too much, right? Boom. But if I do it like this, let's see, you can't see it. But if I go like this, you can't see it. So there's no good way to do this.
It's the other way. It's that way. Oh, you gone. You gone. You completely gone.
He's gone. Oh, wow.
Man.
So yes, I'm excited. It's another great. What's on the agenda for today, George?
Oh, dude, we have so much stuff going on here. we definitely want to give everybody updates on where we are with the rewards. We want to talk a little bit about what the hell are surveys, because people get them and like, what the heck is this survey thing?
Yeah, I know.
We want to give shout out to all the backers that pledged. We want to talk about PDFs.
MFGs.
We want to show them some of the new stickers that are being sent out for the new Kickstarter. And then we got a couple of little surprises. I mean, I know you've probably let the cat out of the bag because we're trying to push it.
I had to.
We have a blast from the past coming, so I'll save that. We'll save that for the end.
Yeah, I had
a little Q&A with you about that project, and then an announcement at the very end with a quick reveal.
Yes.
So yeah, we got a few things. We got a few things going on. If I'm going down the list of things, so why don't we give them an update to start?
What is the update?
So the update on the rewards right now. Again, thank everybody for supporting the crazies. Book 2 is completely finished. All right, Book 2 is done. It's been done. It's lettered. Sam, you're working on, and big shout out to Crystal Haskins, who was our pledger.
Yeah.
Who had the story, who wrote the story to be put into the book. So we have one story, one pager. That Sammy's been hard at work.
Yes.
And he's got that. He's going to be sending it to me.
Actually, I was actually coloring it while I was listening to and watching Daphne draw it today. So while she was drawing, I was coloring.
Inspo.
There you go.
That's that inspo, kid. Yeah, no. So we have that going on. As soon as you get done with that, it's going to be sent over to me. I will then put the words on the page, and then the book can be sent out to the printer. So that's where we are with the book. So so if anybody's concerned about, oh man, is this book finished? Yep, it's finished. This book is done. It's been done for a little while. We lettered it a few weeks back, and now it's just a matter of the finishing touches. Just adding that. Yeah. We're also waiting to see if anybody else pledged on that level.
Yeah.
So the thing ended on the 13th, but. And you know what? Another thing that I want to thank everybody is, dude, we were able to collect these pledges right away. Like there was hardly any waiting. As soon as it ended, boom, everything was in. So that was awesome.
July.
But yeah, just one. Can
we figure out what we keep doing wrong?
You're quite the crooner, buddy.
I know. All work all the time. I know. The life of.
I mean, listen. At the end of this, we're gonna have some announcements because you got to give the announcement about the and I think you talked about it in one of your lives. If people watch you about the brokepreneur.
The brokepreneur.
You talking about that a little bit. I'm wearing our.
Yeah, George is rocking the new graphic from this Kickstarter, which is the Ultra. He's shaking. He's shaking his bosoms. So wiggle.
I got the Scully on like my man Ultra, and I'm trying to be like Ultra right now.
Yeah.
Where he let it do what it do.
Yeah, do what it do.
Do what it do.
But
son.
Was that a segue for me?
No. We were just talking about letting it do what it do. Yeah.
So the Kickstarter is done. And we're waiting for Kickstarter to reconcile everything and get us the funds so we can start sending everything off to the printers. Tomorrow I begin working on the sketch cards. From that, I'm finishing coloring that one page, so George will letter that. We'll get that in the book. Well, everything will be formatted so that way as soon as that money clears and it hits the bank account, everything goes off to the printer. And once we get everything back, we're good shape. We'll be in good shape and get everything into your guys' hands. But yes, so far so good. With that, we're excited. We were, we're again new. We were new kids in the block. We came into the scene unknown with a crazy concept comic book. People were looking at us like, "What the hell is that? Catch the crazies? What are you guys nuts?" So. And we had 2 successful runs at it. And so that's pretty exciting. And that last minute push, that 24-hour countdown, it was like a marathon. We went and we added, another like 10 pledgers in that last 24 hours. We broke the 50 mark, and that was exciting. Because we made the goal. We were excited about the goal. We exceeded 5 stretch goals.
Yeah.
We unlocked 5 stretch goals. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And because when I look at the competition that's out there, and I look at all the talented artists and the talented projects that the great projects that are out there. I mean, I just did a What's in a Box. If you haven't seen What's in a Box today, I forgot to plug it. I will plug it all day tomorrow morning. But I did Only Death Can Save Us, and I received that. I backed. That was Russ Leach. I backed that book. It was I loved it. It was fun. It was a fun read. Amazing artist, very talented, exhausting artist. When I see the amount of work he put into it, I got tired. I was like, I didn't even put into work, but I said, imagine if I had to. Oh, good Lord. But I enjoyed it. So, but yeah, that's one example of the quality that's out there, that we're up against, and the fact that we still were able to do it. We're not at the level yet where we're going to get the hundreds of backers. We're not there yet, so we're making our way to that level. So God bless you, Daphne, with over 100 and something backers that you have to supply.
That's awesome.
I could imagine the amount of workload.
Jesus. Oh, negative Nancy over here. This is 100, but you got to send a lot of those things out.
Yeah.
That's a nice problem to have, though. I'll take that problem.
Yeah, we're gonna book Russ for the April show. So we're probably gonna pre-record it within a week or two. I'm gonna connect with him tomorrow. Very talented. There's also a book that I backed on Kickstarter. George also backed it. I forgot the name of the book.
Which one?
It's on its way. The one with the
Wanderer.
The Wanderer. That artist, we're going to try to get him on the show. I mean, the artwork was amazing. And currently I'm backing 2 Indiegogos right now that are in circulation right now, that are running right now. But again, there's so much talent out there. We just feel fortunate enough that we came out of nowhere. And we still we were able to not be a victim of the Kickstarter. We didn't get kicked out of there. We actually made it through twice. So that was exciting, and I'm excited for you guys to read issue 2.
Yes, absolutely, dude. It's funny that it's not funny. I don't know why I say that. No, but obviously we've had the book in our possession. We created it, so it's here, and we've already done 3. I've written 4. You're looking at that. So I forget, dude. We wrote 2, and it's been done for so long now. I'm like, dude, damn, we didn't release this yet.
No.
I'm like, damn, I thought this was out already.
I have to prevent myself from slipping, and giving away plots from it.
Right. Yeah. Because remember, at the end of the first one, for those who haven't and know, it ends with you saying, let's bring back the craze, right? So this one takes off from there, from bringing back the craze and what happens as we're bringing it back. And so, it's hard not to talk about it and give too much away, because obviously for the people that pledged, we want you guys to be a surprise when you read it. So, but there's so many little spoilers we can give. I just don't want to get into the spoiler game.
You and me both. Both.
But you know what? When you're promoting it, it's kind of hard to stay away from all of that, right? From talking about it and what's coming up and things like that.
Yes.
But, it's fun. It's just I've had a lot of fun writing it. Writing it with you. It's been great.
Anything you do with Sam is kind of great. I'm just saying.
Wow. Yeah. Except for this show. So this show's terrible.
Love and marriage. See, he said George joined the Scully crew.
It's my boy. This was in honor of my boy Ultra. That's what that was.
You see how you're faking the funk.
I'm about to
talking all the extra hard joke. You're probably a punk.
Bam!
Look at him.
Boy Ultra. I mean, he doesn't look as cool on me. Ultra's joint is off the hook. I look like ears. Those look really
true story. True story. George wanted to get some mock-ups of the hoodies, and so I get it in the mail, and I touch the exterior of the hoodie, and I'm like, right? And then so George's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "I don't know." I say, "I really want a better quality hoodie because there's been some stuff. You know, I gotten some other vendors that do print on demand, and the quality was just horrible. And this is before I even put it on. And I'm talking all this nonsense, right? And I'm like, I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah. So, because I just look at it. But then when I put it on, I could tell you, I felt kind of sexy in it. I was like,
the
nice.
Way it touched your body, it was incredible.
Remember that song? I touch myself. I want you to love me. You know I put it on and it was amazing. I was like, wait, hold on. I said, I look kind of buff.
So, all right. So, you know what? That brings us to something we wanted to talk and discuss with the peoples watching this show. What do you look for when you're buying apparel from an independent artist? I won't say company because I'm not talking about apparel companies. I'm not talking about the FUBUs when they first came out. I'm talking about you're backing an independent artist who has a comic book and he has his his apparel with his characters on it. What is that you look for? Is it size? Is it the fit? Is it how it feels? What is it? The size. I mean, obviously sizing is important because you don't want that thing to be too tight or maybe too big. But what is it? What is it that you look for? And so let us know throughout the show. Let us know what you guys look for in the apparel. But yeah, it's funny that you put it on and it was different.
Yeah, I was like, I feel manly. I walked out the door. I was like, I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Oh man, yeah, no, these are cool, man. I like these.
It's a great quality hoodie. The inside is very comfortable. For those who got it in the I think what was the $100 pledge? I don't know what the level was.
No, $250.
Oh, it's $250. Oh, yeah. So
Chris, big shout out to Crystal, Miss Crystal Haskins. She's gonna get hers.
Yeah.
We also raffled some off on the.
Yes, I think Johnny was one of them that gets one, right?
Johnny gets one. He's gonna get one. Our boy, sneak peeks over here. Our boy Sebastian Bonet, he'll be getting one, and Christian Aluas will be getting one. So
what was the sneak peek?
I saw a logo. It flashed right in front of my face.
Yeah.
You slipping.
No, what happened was I didn't go into studio mode. So I forgot I wasn't on studio mode. Normally I can add all that stuff in, you won't see it. And then I was like, oh no.
You gotta get in that studio mode, son.
Definitely. What kind of shirt are they using? Gildan Haynes, American Apparel. Don't know if it still exists. Yeah, I like Gildan because Gildan
was good.
Yeah, Gildan feels good and it's like form fitting. Especially when you're trying to get the guns going. The Gildan makes it look good. Some t-shirts, they have like the extra wide sleeves. It just looks sloppy. And they're not cut right. They just look
wide sleeves.
They just look like Johnny and George back in the days when they used to rock those really baggy clothing.
Damn, kid, that's terrible. I actually did. No, my shirts went down to like my elbows, bro. My short sleeve t-shirts were like down here, kid. They were like down here. I was like,
and look at me, I'm hating. If you see my hair back in the days, it was like I was out of Motley Crue. It was horrible.
Different time. It was a different time.
And what am I saying? My hair is so damn. I haven't cut my hair since June. My hair is down to my chest. And it's like I need to get a cut.
So let me ask you a question. What do you like? What kind of conditioner do you must have product that you buy just to keep it? No, you just let it do what it do.
I put conditioner in once a week. So normally I don't use so this is I don't wash. All I do is I wake up in the morning. I throw cold water in my face. Whoosh, right.
Okay.
And when I take a shower. I think it's 3 times a week I'll shampoo. The rest of the time it's just water. And then once a week I condition. That's it. Okay. And then I never blow dry. I just comb that tip, put it in a bun, wrap it up, put a hat on, and I'm done.
That's it. Simple.
That's it.
Cool. Low maintenance.
No, low maintenance.
Kind of dude.
I don't have time for that stuff.
Johnny says he likes dope upscale designs and comfort. So that's what Johnny's looking for in his t-shirts.
There you go.
All right. So, so see how these shirts. Well, so to talk about apparel and stores and how they can get it if they want it. What is the plan, Sammy? What do we got? What can we give them? When will they be able to get their hands on some of this stuff?
So we're actually working on all of the graphics for, because when we launch it, we want to launch it all together. So there's going to be a lot of different graphic tees available, designs, and so I would say, the launch of the next Kickstarter will be the launch of the apparel section, which we're looking at the third-party provider, the print-on-demand provider. George made some recommends, and we're just going to look at it. I want it, all of it together. So whether it's Cast of Crazies, Forbidden graphics, the Cast of Craze graphics, all that stuff. I just want a whole variety, a catalog that people can choose from.
Yeah. There you go. So there it is. That's what's happening. But yeah, no, this the rewards, going back to the rewards, I mean, between Sam, you having to draw some sketch cards, the reward with the story, that one actually has a sketch cover.
Yes. So once that comes in the mail, once we send everything for production and we get that sketch cover back in the mail, then I'll draw the sketch cover. But that's the only one, which is pretty cool. Not like the 17 that everything has to do. I'm not ready for that problem just yet. I have enough with the sketch cards, but yeah. So once that comes back, we'll be looking good.
Sweet. Yeah, because we got PDFs to send out.
Yes. So all the PDFs will be sent out together.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that one.
Yeah. Those will be sent out together.
Yeah. So we have stickers. So the rewards, basically the rewards that we have available that are going to be sent out are basically PDFs, the stickers, the printed copies, obviously, of the Crazies too. We had the first issue also printed, and Daphne's cover for the first issue was also one of the rewards that we're still putting out there. Right. So we have that to send out. Sets of the Crazies, which includes new cast members. So the new cast members are Dennis, Doug, and Chad. Right. So
so you want me to show them?
Yeah. Let's check them out.
So stickers. Here we go. Boom. So here's some stickers, and what you're seeing here is that's stickers. I just want to enlarge it. Cover me up for a second. Bam.
Yeah. Jonathan is silly. I want some ultra slippers and thermal socks.
Thermal socks. Fix that bunion first. So here's one. Here's one of the stickers. And here's the next one. But Bonkers, everyone already saw. So there's Bonkers.
Yeah, everybody's getting Bonkers.
There's Chad. I'll let it marinate for a second. And there is Doogie.
Doogie Fresh. I can't see them yet, but they'll be popping up soon. Yeah, so there you go. See, those are going to be added to the cast of 9. I think we had 9 originally, right? With the Crazy.
There's a whole lot of characters.
10. Yeah, so you're looking at about 13 stickers now at this point.
Yeah, there's mucho, but there's going to be a lot more coming. There's a lot in the pipeline with regards to more stuff coming because there's a lot of characters.
Yeah. But the world of the Crazies expands, and as the stories go on, you'll see you'll be introduced to more and more of these characters as they as we go along. So it was when we were creating the story, it's like, okay, when do we show these guys? When do these guys come in? And I think that the Crazies were very important that we showed them right at the beginning, right? But there are so many more characters that we still have to.
Yeah, because
put out there.
To answer your question, Daphne Lage was the Crazies was the original. Catch the Crazies. It spins off into the Crazies. So there's so much to it, and yes, it gets complicated. I think what happens is, which is why we're introducing them slowly. I don't know what volume I was in your books and Tall Tales, but you already had these built-in characters, and I had to get adjusted to the characters, because there are a lot in your world. Yeah, ours is gonna get a little crazy too, a little bit, and it's gonna get crazier when I start drawing it, which is the crazy part. It's like I don't have enough time on my hands, and so those are the characters. So what did you guys think of the characters? But yeah. I mean, I think sometimes it's hard to explain, but there's 7 realms in Elsewhere. So within the 7 realms, there are a population of creatures and life forms, and it's gonna be fun. But we introduce in the 3rd issue a lot more characters. So, and I think in issue 2 you're gonna be introduced to some characters. You'll see in issue 2, and then issue 3 even more.
The funny thing is, in issue 2, you actually see the Crazies. So
yes,
you actually get to see them in action. You hear these voices in issue 1. What happened?
Jonathan says you got a brother.
That's dope. You got it. I think you meant to say you got it, brother.
No, you got a brother. He saw. Obviously, he didn't read the first issue, did he?
Who's John?
Yeah, because he was he was there the whole time. John, did you read the first issue?
No, it's just John. I think that might have been a typo. Just
that's dope. You got a brother.
You got it. I think he meant to say you got it, brother.
What did you mean, Jonathan?
Yeah, what did you mean, John? Clarify that for us, sir. Yes. Anyway, what was I saying to you?
So, George, did you see the designs?
Yeah, I just saw them.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at them right now. Yeah, I just saw them. They look good. Yeah, no, I like them. Yeah, I don't know the names of them. I don't know them off the top.
No, he said that he meant the brother. I told you. We're brothers.
That's dope. You got a brother.
Give me a high five.
A brother. Oh, you got a brother being
Doug.
Who is Doug? Is Doug?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last one, right? Because I just saw them. I'm telling you, I'm on delay right here. Yeah, so in the 2nd issue, we actually get to see them. Because in the 1st issue, you don't see the Crazies. You hear the voices from the great beyond, from elsewhere, but you don't actually see those characters. So it isn't until issue 2 that you actually see the Crazies and the people who are talking.
Yes.
In from elsewhere. So those are introduced, and then in issue 3, even more characters. And then in issue 4,
and even more diversity, John. Just for you, so that, there is a lot more diversity in Catch the Crazies on Earth with regards to Earth, and you won't know that until I think issue 4.
Right.
Yeah, you won't see that until issue 4, but there is a lot more diversity, and don't forget, that George and I are of the Hispanic persuasion.
Hispanic, yeah.
So
we're Hispanics.
Yeah, so there's a lot of diversity in the story, and that was intentional. And there's a lot of fun in the story. There's a lot of cool characters in the story.
Yeah. And we're not just throwing those characters in there just because. I think that they actually bring something to the story.
They bring something important to the story.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. We explore them in the. You'll have to wait till the 4th issue. So stick around.
Yes.
For at least 4 issues, and actually after the 4th and the 5th, that's when Sammy takes over the reins of art. So that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be.
That's a little spoiler for you there.
Which is why we're trying to get some stuff off on my plate, because we're also gonna be participating in the comic book school anthology.
Yes.
Yes. So we are support.
Shout out to the comic.
Yeah, the comic book school, Buddy Scalera. We actually dove in head first, and we're actually going to be doing a piece for the anthology. So, in fact, if you're a colorist out there, we're looking for a colorist to join in and with the anthology, because I don't have time to draw it and color it
Yeah. So let us know. But so that's okay. So that's where we are as far as the rewards also include 11 by 17 pinups, Sam. So I don't know if you have that readily available, but yeah, the pinup is actually, it was on my Kickstarter. It's got the big
Yes.
moon, the big blue moon. So that's gonna be the pinup.
Yes. Hold on. What's this? Crazy. That's that pinup. No. What's your frame display? I got the other pinup there. Hold on. Nope. All right, I'll get it right now. I'll leave that blind for. So while you talk to them. While you talk.
Well, Sammy pulls that up. We also have a PDF of the script and the notes that led to the final pages. So you'll see some of that development from a writer's perspective, which is kind of cool to see. Let's see what else we have. We have the variant cover, as I mentioned, drawn by Daphne Lage. Big shout out to you in the chat right now. Sketch cards, which Sam loves to do. He has some sketch cards happening. So yeah, the rewards and a lot of these things, other than the new stickers that Sam just drew, other than those stickers, a lot of the stickers we already have. So again, there's no waiting around for those.
Yeah, so the
it's
cover,
just the new ones.
The pinup is on the screen right now. That's the pinup, but then there was also the stretch goal pinup, which is the one with the bus.
So that's the stretch goal, right? The stretch goal pinup.
So there's that pinup, and the stretch goal pinup was right. I think it's this one. Bomb. So there's the two pinups.
Yep. So there's that, and that's pretty much the rewards.
Yeah. So there's
plus obviously the sketch cover that you have to do for Miss Crystal Haskins and the story that she wrote, which you drew and lettering, and you drew and colored it. I'm lettering it, and then we're gonna put it in the book. So
yeah, I'm almost done coloring it. I'll be done by tomorrow, and George will have it, get it lettered, and then once we get the funds wired in, everything goes off to the printers, and we're hoping to get everything to everybody before deadline, way before the deadline.
Yeah, because deadline is April.
So we're all good in the hood. So far so good.
You don't have to wait till April. We'll definitely have that before that. What we do need from you, though, one more thing we need from everybody, and if you're watching and you pledged and you're listening to this, we do need what they call the surveys. Now, surveys are what is generated by Kickstarter to get information that we are going to need, important information, such as where do you live? If you have a book that you are getting a printed copy of, we need to know where we're going to mail it. So make sure you get those into us. I sent them out. They should have gone to your email. So we do have a few that came back, but we still have some outliers out there. I think, Johnny, you're one of them. Not to shout you out, my friend, but you are.
Yes.
So get that into us. Check your email. Check your spam folder. Maybe it might have gone in there. We have a lot of them, but we're still missing quite a few. So the sooner we can get those in, also, the sooner we can send these things out. So that's the other thing, because Sam, last time you were out there, you were getting things picked up from the good old USPS, and you want to do that in bulk. We don't want to do that, one by one. I'm sure that'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, in fact, the my USPS guy, really good guy. So what happened was he had a couple of pickups from me, and it was like 40 things at a time or whatever. And it was a big bag. And so what I did was I put it in one of those, the 99-cent bags that you buy, and they're really sturdy. They got the big handles. Mm-hmm. So I put it all in that. So this way he didn't have like a bunch of envelopes stacked up that he has to try to carry to the car. He took it. The next day he comes back and he drops off the bag. So he was like, "Yo, you made my life easier. I want to make sure you get your stuff back." And he did it. He did it each time I sent it out.
There you go.
So that's pretty good, So I was like, "Wait, do I go all the way to the post office?" I was like, "Wait." And then when I was like, "Schedule pickup," I was like, "Oh, holla, raise the roof."
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
No, that's cool. Yeah. So definitely get those surveys in. We definitely wanna get that stuff ready to rock and roll. That way we know, where to send the stuff. Even things like email addresses. Sometimes the email addresses on the Kickstarter are email addresses that you may use just for not necessarily for things that you really want, but just okay, all the junk mail can go to that one. So make sure that the one that you give us is one that you check, because that's where your PDFs will be going to. So
yes,
make sure you fill out that survey, give us the information, how your name, things like how you want your name to appear on the thank you page,
yes.
Johnny, if you want your name to be Psycho, we just put straight up, thank you, Psycho, whatever you want, so that's important, and that's why we sent the surveys out. So we have, like I said, we have a few of them back, but we're still missing quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
So definitely get those in so that we can get that going. That's off the list of things to chat about. I did want to take some time and give a shout out to everybody who pledged. You guys really, really made it. Listen, we were funded in 4 days. This thing was a 30-day campaign. So the rest of the time we were trying to figure out how to get these stretch goals. And I think the first two, Sammy, with me?
Yeah, I'm here too. I'm listening to you.
You look a little, distracted.
I'm acting as Paul Revere right now.
Oh, what are you doing?
Spreading the word. I'm Paul Revere.
You're letting everybody know we're here.
Yeah.
Love it. What was I saying now? I got lost in my own thought.
That's what you have. Focus. Focus.
Yeah, I thought you were losing focus. Oh, snap. No, what was I saying, dude? See, now you got me all off kilter over here.
Do you need my help?
Yeah, whatever.
When I need you.
Oh, never mind. Go back to spreading the word. Jesus Christ. No. So we have to give everybody thanks. Oh, I was saying we got funded in the first 4 days. So when that happened, we were just basically getting to the stretch goals. And I think the first 2 stretch goals were knocked out like as soon as we got funded on the first few days. So that was cool. And a lot of that stuff is going to be coming out to you, which is the PDFs of a lot of the books that we have, you haven't seen in a while, which one of them we're going to talk about a little later on today. So yeah, we got that. All right. So when will we be sending the PDF, Sam? Let them know.
PDFs will be as soon as I get the colored page to George, and he colors it. He letters it, and gets it back to me. So I say by the end of next week. All PDFs, all the books, based on whatever, because some people got a bunch of PDFs. I think there's a lot of PDFs. So all of it will be ready to go in the email next week.
There you go.
Zoom.
Daphne just hooked it up. She said we were talking about shout out to the backers. Yes. Shout out to the backers. Big shout out. All right. So you know what? I'm going to read down the list. You hear your name.
There you go, dude.
Say
do
what's
your
up.
thing.
Say
Jack Ching Bada Bing.
If you hear your name, shout yourself out on the chat here. Big shout out to Miss Arelis Delgado, Crystal Haskins, Dwayne Farber, my girl April, Phil Falco, who we had on the show. So he was on the show with us. Antonio Tomas Perez.
Antonio Banderas.
Mr. Tone from across the hall himself.
Yes.
Michael Gracia, thank you very much.
Jerry from down the block.
Stone Abdullah.
Annie from up the stairs.
Tommy Coates.
The Coates.
Big shout out.
Yes.
Miss Daphne Lage. Holla, Miss. Keith Dozois. Louis Torres.
See, you get it right. I always say Dozios.
Tracy Alfred, which is why I'm doing this. Meredith Logren.
Yes.
Christian Aluas. Big shout out to Christian. Michael Sammartino.
Yes.
Mr. Jerry Winsborough.
Mr.
Jerry Winsborough will be he's coming out with his own Kickstarter. I like to mention that because he's been working on this book for a very long time. The name of the book is Seek. Look out for that. KJ Murphy. Mr. Murphy had a book called Road to Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Checked out.
Yes, Keith Murphy.
Mr. Robert Vera.
Yes, my brother.
Your brother. Miss Sarita Lee. I go back with Sarita. Thank you very much. NRG Comics. NRG Comics. Big shout out to NRG Comics.
Yes.
Miss Daisy Sanchez. Big shout out to her. We have Nick, Max, BT, JT, G Money. That was the crew right there that put us over the 50. My boy Boo, Fran, big holla to Boo. Jenny Medina Vasquez, my sis. Big shout out to little sister. Thank you very much.
Yeah, she has the same last name as my mom, Vasquez.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Steve Infante. Vero, Veronica. Thank you very much. Mr. Anderson. Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. John Miyasato. Richard Goku. Alejandro Ramos.
Goku.
Joshua. Yeah, I know. That's a cool last name, right? Yes. Richard Goku. Joshua Nash. Big shout out to Joshua Nash. Fatima Falcones. My mom. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you very much for the support. Charles Dixon. Privileged Soul. Privileged Soul is another independent that's coming out with a book. Actually, John worked with them. He wrote a book for them called The Lesson, which is coming out soon. So check them out. Shout out to Eric Black, who's been around since day one. My Gilbert Rodriguez, who's also been a day one fan. Fubrack Studios. Shannon Allen. Rich Leone. Mike. Adalberto Aguilar. That sounds like a freaking, like a soap opera star. Adalberto Aguilar. J.M. DeSantis. Nibayet, Frederick Curry, Connie Brandt, Meg Dizier, C. Michael Lanning, Arroyo.
C. Michael Running.
Arroyo.
Arroyos con pollos.
Oba Bonet, the Creative Fund, who always, I think that's the Creative Fund by Backer Kid. I think it's just something that's generated from a Kickstarter, I'm not sure. And Mr. Jonathan, the Psycho Cyfax. Thank you all.
I have a question.
Thank you all for the pledges.
Yes. Can I pet that dog?
What?
Can I pet that dog? He's like, world? What the
hell? What in the world?
Hey, I'm the guy that
pet that dog.
He's like, whoa.
Sure,
yo, I'm the guy that's saying,
yo, what is that? I'm looking at the screen right now. What is that the conversation that's happening online right now?
Yeah, that's from Twitch, YouTube. So if anybody's on YouTube or Facebook and Twitch, it'll come up here. But you don't. I don't like. See, if I left it the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If I did. Wait, sorry. Hold on. If I did this, boom. There, now you can see it, but then I'd have to rearrange us. So boom.
Yeah, so I don't know what it says because I can't read that.
I wonder if I can rearrange us. Let's see.
But yeah, no, those are the names, and it's not 100, so we were able to get through them quickly. But we definitely thank everybody.
Hey, George, you moved
for that.
Hi, George.
What do you doing? You playing around with the screen?
Yeah, so that's how it would look normally, but I don't like it. I got to figure out how to use this, or not even use it. How about you go away? Boom. There you go. Damn. So, yeah. So, are we talking about the? Oh yeah, you know the roster. You have the roster on you.
Yeah. No, I got it. So, I mean, we can go. You know where you want to go. We can hit them with the little surprises. I mean, I think.
Why you want to go? Why you want to take your love from me?
Because we already showed the stickers, right? We've shown the stickers. They know what they look like.
Yes.
Right. Let's just go through the list here. We welcomed. We thanked. We updated. We asked for the surveys. We shouted out all the backers. We told them when the PDFs will be sent, and we showed them the stickers. Next up is that surprise, man. It's that throwback to 2000 and I don't even know how long ago this was. 2000, I want to say 2003, 2002.
Anibal
gonna bring them back.
I think Anibal started drawing it in 2003. Either that or 2005. It was around that time. I wrote it in 2000.
Okay.
But when he started taking over, I think it was 2003.
All right. Well, you want to show him what we're talking about?
In fact, I can look right now.
Give him a little preview.
Hola, see,
this is you make him wait. Look at you.
2005.
All right.
So he started drawing it in 2005. So yes. So let's go into the trailer, and then we will. Excuse me, where my button go? There you go. Oh. Sorry. So that is the. Don't call this a comeback. I've been here for years.
Bringing it
Yes.
back.
So Georgie Porgy put it by one. Was always inquiring about when you bring it back Forbidden.
That story, man.
And
Forbidden was that story.
And so Anibal was the original artist on Forbidden. And if you don't know Forbidden, you don't know Crazy Comics, you don't know Sam the Crazy Man or George Medina. Forbidden was a fantasy series that I wrote years ago in 2000. I started working on Cosmic Wars. We met Anibal at a Comic-Con in New Jersey, a small comic venue where it was just like Dead Man Valley.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars convention.
Convention.
Don't do a Star Wars convention if you're not a Star Wars artist. I'm just telling you. So the only good thing that came out of it is, number one, we ended up in a documentary called Inkswell, and number two, we met Anibal Arroyo. Anibal did an amazing job doing the first 2 issues of Forbidden, but it ended there. And I was also fortunate enough to have a nice cover done by. Yeah, I know, right? I know. And David Keelis did an amazing cover for Forbidden. And Anibal did some amazing stuff. So when I decided to come back, Anibal passed on taking on the job to finish the series. This was, I think, in 2018. And so I commissioned an artist, his name is Prima Santra, to finish the series. And it's the entire Forbidden arc is completely illustrated, but it's in black and white, which is why I'm doing the Indiegogo to raise the money to get it in color and produce it. But I'm doing one issue at a time. And Prima Santra did an amazing, and you're going to see a sample of his pages in a second. So we decided to go for starting slowly with an Indiegogo that we're launching in 10 days from now.
February 26th.
Yes,
February 26th, it goes live on Indiegogo.
Yes. So if you're watching, here's the link to the landing page. Please sign up so that you'll get first notice when we do launch, because the first day backers on Indiegogo for Forbidden will also get the PDF sketchbook of Forbidden. And if you watched me the live drawing sessions yesterday, you saw me drawing Lord Vox during that segment. So I commissioned Prima Santra, and the goal, I wanted to just do a collected edition, a trade paperback. So you're also going to see, because I commissioned an artist, his name is, I forgot his first name, but his name is Ifata. And he did an amazing piece on the cover for the trade that it'll all get collected in once I get it all colored. And George is actually doing the lettering for Forbidden. He was the original letterer for Forbidden back then. So it was just fitting for him to continue his legacy, to be part of this epic fantasy masterpiece. So I had some amazing talent between Anibal, David Quiles, Prima Santra, Ifata. I got a lot of unique names, and it's like, what you say about my mama? And
it's not like Joe, John,
no,
Frank. No. This kid's got some exotic names.
Exotic names, you know me. I go beyond. So infinity and beyond, and so I'm excited. I'm nervous because now I'm going into a different sandbox. And, we're doing a pretty conservative goal in Indiegogo. And, but we're going to do a lot of cool things there. So before I tell you about that, I'm just going to show you some images, and I'll tell you about those images that you're seeing real quick. So this is a cover that's going to be available for Forbidden. And I believe this is going to be the gold cover. I'm going to go back. So I did this cover years ago. I redid it because I redesigned the logo. If you've seen Forbidden back then, it was a different logo. So that's the king. That's Lord Vox. And so that's going to be the gold cover in the Indiegogo. Then this is going to be one of the stickers. That's Deseret and Shaku. And Shaku, you've seen me post recently. He is a prince. I got to pause this real quick because it keeps moving. And he plays a key role in it. And you don't learn about that till I think about issue 3. And so here is part 1 of a double page spread. So it's a double page cover spread for the trade paperback that eventually will produce, hopefully by the fall or next year, if we get it all colored and we have a successful Indiegogo run. So this is David Hunter, his creepers, on this side, this cover, and this is the other side of the cover. So it's a double side. So you have the good and the bad. So there is Lord Vox, there's Starticus, there's Arius, there's Deseret, there's Viejo, and there's Shaku and his panther. And this artist did a freaking amazing job with this. Yeah, Shaku is the man. So then here is you're getting a sneak peek into one of the issues that would illustrated by Nerd did the round just in time. Mm-hmm. So here's a sneak peek of what Prima Santra did with the interiors. This is a double page spread in one of the books. I'm not gonna tell you which issue, but it's in one of the issues. And this is where Deseret and her soldiers are racing to get aid because of what's happened in the story. Here's another scene on the surface where David Hunter confronts Viejo and Sin that you'll see in the book. So I'm giving you 2 previews of future issues that are completely done, and this is proof that they're all done. Just getting back and uncoming, bringing support. Thank you, brother.
All right, so I'm gonna slow you down because you're going a mile a minute. I know you're very excited about this project, but I need you to tell us what is this story about.
I'm gonna tell you in a second. So here is Shaku and the Panther. So I did this piece recently. I didn't do a live show on this. I don't think I might have. I don't know. But this is Shaku. This is this. You can tell my style of art is very different from everybody else's. And so there's that. And then this is going to be the cover of the main cover for Forbidden on the first Kickstarter, on the first Indiegogo. And this cover was done by Anibal Arroyo. And then there was my cover. That's the gold cover. And then I didn't even put the David cover. So I'm going to hide this real quick. The cover piece that was done by David Keelis, that's going to be a hollow foil cover. So anyway, here we go. So Forbidden. What is Forbidden?
Hold on. Before you get into it. All right. So let me just digest what you gave us.
I'm going to go. Yes. I'm going into studio mode real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you showed us a lot of artwork from one of your passion projects. Now, since I've known you, you've worked. I've worked with you on a lot of things. Cosmic Wars was one of them. You've had duty. Hi, I'm duty from the anus. You've had
mucho.
A lot. Forbidden has always been one of those books that Aniba will tell you, even Jonathan, we love that story. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what Forbidden is about, and I'll tell you why we love it. But go ahead, tell us what Forbidden is about.
It's about my long hair. So and shows like that son of a biscuit eater.
Show us your long hair, you silly bastard.
You silly bastard. Okay, so that's there. I'll show you the map afterwards. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah, because I forgot to put the map in there. Forbidden.
Yeah, what is Forbidden?
Many moons ago, before the civilized world, there were a race of people that lived off the land. And it was divided in a group of hunters and farmers led by the royals of the lineage of the Vox. So a group of hunters went out to go hunt for food. They knew that there was a wooded area that was forbidden from being entered by any surface dweller. But they chose to go in anyway. Immediately, they came under attack by a group of beings known as the Creepers. And many of them died, and one made it back to the village. At nightfall, there was a figure there that says, "Release the hunter that desecrated our land, and no harm will come to you. If not, you will suffer the wrath of Nokron." And Nokron is this ultimate evil being that rules the dark world. They chose not to give up their person. And so the next morning when they woke up, they all started burning from the sun and started dying. Body was boiling. And so they raced and ran for cover, and they went into the caverns and underground into caves, never to be seen again.
Now, this is the backstory.
That's the backstory.
That's the backstory, yes.
Now, thousands of years later, Earth has evolved. Technology, civilization, and so has Nokron. The goal is for Nokron to take over the world in the form of David Hunter, who is a mogul. He's a billionaire. But legend has it.
Oh, I like when legend has it.
Legend has it that the son of Vox is if he rises from the caverns, will be the key to Nokron's destruction. So they can never let it happen. And that's where it takes off.
And that's where it takes off. And see, that to me, when we got the story, like, because obviously this is 2005, dude. Like, this was way back in the day, right? Aniba started drawing pages, dude, and some of the pages, I mean, these pages were amazing, what he was doing, and you guys will be able to see it if you pledge. February 26th on Indiegogo. Make sure you follow the page now. It's going to go live on the 26th. The goal is to get this thing colored, because right now we have a lot of those pages. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see them, Sam, because I couldn't see. I don't know if you showed them colored pages or whatever.
The covers are all colored.
Back in the days,
yes.
Yeah, the covers are okay, cool.
Yes,
but the interior isn't. And as I was telling Sam when I was lettering it, dude, this could look so great colored. So that's what this Indiegogo is about. But so tell us a little bit about some of the characters in the story, because I love the fact that you have a character named Viejo. Now, if you speak Spanish, Viejo just means old man, but it sounds so cool, like Viejo. Oh, that's a cool character. That guy's name is Viejo. If you don't know Spanish, you don't know that's old man. But so tell us about some of the characters and how you came up with the names and all of that other fun stuff.
So I'll start with Lord Vox is the king, so he has inherited the burden of protecting his people and making sure that they never leave the caverns, because the fear is that they will die if they ever resurface. And he's also traditional, chauvinistic, where only a man can lead, and so his son is the heir to his kingdom. Then there's Starticus, which is his son, which he inherits the name Sin because he commits the ultimate sin. And I can't go into it. You'll learn about it in this Indiegogo that launches in 10 days.
I mean, forbidden sin. I mean, it's all there. It's brilliant. So go ahead.
Yeah. So he commits the ultimate sin, and he's supposed to be the heir to the throne. And because of that, he puts the entire society, the Nocturnals who are underground, at risk. Then there's Desiree, his sister. She is the level-headed, fearless. If she were a man, she'd be the heir to the throne. She is now caught between her father and her brother. And everything is spinning out of control. And she realizes that she has to risk her life because she needs aid in order to stop what's about to happen because of a foolish impulse reaction by her brother. And so she goes off into the caverns in search of Shaku. Shaku is an African prince. And he's a warrior, and he's also heir to his kingdom. And he has been in contact, he's made contact with Desiree during a time when they were hunting, where they were traveling the caverns, and Shaku's men were in the caverns, and that's how they met. And from that point on, he's been her source of information with regarding to what's happened on the surface.
Right.
So she
Because
needs.
Shaku isn't forbidden from leaving the
No,
caverns.
Shaku
She's not,
is a
right.
surface dweller. He lives on
Right.
on the surface. So that's where Shaku comes into play. Viejo is on the surface, and he was there for a reason. His whole purpose was to mentor the son of Vox at the time when it came to pass, when the legend came to pass.
Right.
So that's his role, and
Gotcha.
he is resourceful,
It's a good word.
skilled in the arts of weaponry.
Resourceful is good.
Yes.
Resourceful is good. I think
Yes.
we leave it at resourceful.
Yes.
Resourceful.
Yeah, he's
That's
very
good.
resourceful.
Yes,
Then there's
yes.
David Hunter,
Yes.
and David Hunter is the human form, but he's Nokron, and so David Hunter is his goal is to take over the world by monopolizing the industries, right, and infiltrating all types of whether it's media, whether it's technology, whether it's weapons manufacturing. His goal is to take over the world, but he has a consultant who makes him aware of what's happened. So now they have to react. And so that's what you find out in this preview edition. So this preview edition for this Kickstarter is 16 pages of art with 8 pages of history. So you're going to have the world map of Forbidden. I'm going to show you to you right now.
Pop that on, yeah. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So here's the map of the past, the land that they came from.
Now, that was what I was going to ask you too, Sam, is what is the timeline, not the timeline, but when does this story take place? Is it in the present? Is it in the past? Because you look at what they're wearing and you think, oh, this is like a, barbaric times kind of thing, or like, medieval. What is the time?
What's happening now, it's in present time.
Okay.
But the story starts off with them in the past.
In other words, they wear what they wear because they've never
evolved.
changed.
They've never changed.
Evolved.
Yes. So
Gotcha,
they
gotcha.
didn't have
They're
access
still
to technology.
back.
They don't know. Deseret is aware of because of the information she gets from Shaku.
Right.
So here you have the 4 key characters that you're going to learn about in this first issue, which is Lord Vox, Deseret, Starticus, aka Sin, and Arius, and then you'll have the map of the land that they came from. So you have Bulgaria, which is the land that they lived off of and they fed off of and they hunted on, right? Then you have the Dark Forest, and that's where the realm of Nokron. That you see that arrow there that's pointing to the Dark Forest. Then you have Gnostic Passage. It's a barren desert, difficult to pass, and inhabited by nomadic warriors. Then you have Mystic Pass, which is a mountain. And you'll learn about those things down the road. Then you have Zionir, home of a savage society of cannibals. Then you have Nether's Crossing. So this is just the map of the world that they come from, which eventually evolved where Earth, the planet evolved. But this is way before normal civilized human beings walked the planet. So there's the map of the world of Forbidden from the past. There is another map that you'll learn about, which is the map of the caverns and how they navigate in the caverns so quickly. Because there's a lot of different locations on the planet Earth that they go from point A to point B, and you'll learn about that down the road. So that's just a brief preview, but you'll see what you'll get in that preview edition book, along with character bios and the history of Forbidden. And I'm excited because, the guys were always passionate about it, and I was, and
You were in Duty World.
I was with the Dudester, and me and Duty were traveling across space, and but I'm excited to bring this. Number one, I'm excited that there's closure to the story. Yeah. That all 6 issues were completely written and ready to go. They're completely illustrated, and George is almost done lettering it. And now the goal is to launch the Indiegogo, to get it colored, and to get it into the hands and get it into the stores.
Yeah. So specifically, the book is 6 issues long, which translates to about 138
pages, I believe.
138 pages of stories. So that's now, are you going to be releasing them single issues, or are you going to just release the 0 issue and then just hit them with a trade? What are your plans?
So my initial goal was to launch the trade and try to go there, and but then George and JD Calderon said do the single issues. Hey, Crystal, said do the single issues and build from there. So I decided to go with the single issues. My goal is to get it collected, and eventually raise the money to get the ISB number and the barcodes, and so I can get it print on demand, distributed to like Target and Barnes and Nobles and Amazon bookstores. That's the eventual goal. So right now we're going to start off individual, and then as we do them, once we have enough issues completely colored and ready to go, we'll start circulating it to the comic stores.
Yeah. So it's exciting. I mean, listen, you're going to be getting a story in a sense of background stories, with the maps and the character bios, despite the 16-page intro to the story.
It's a powerful 16 pages.
A lot of the stuff, right?
So I do want to say that 16 page, number one, beautifully illustrated by Anibal. It's a very powerful 16 page introduction to the world. From that point on, they become 24-page story arcs. But those first ones is because it's an introduction onto what you're going to get before you get the backstory is the moment it happens, the moment the legend is about to come to pass, and what transpires during that moment. That's what it's going to start off there. Then it's going to go into a backstory, and it's going to go play back and forth between the past and the present. But that first one is very critical, and I've been working really hard at just putting all the pieces together for you guys, because I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I'm nervous about doing an Indiegogo for the first time. But I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the trailer that you saw earlier. It was just enough. I wanted a teaser just enough to get your attention. But when the site goes live, when we launch the Indiegogo, you'll see a full trailer. Thank you, brother. And so I'm working on that now, and I just put enough on the landing page to hopefully get your attention. One thing that most people don't know is that when we did do the first 2 issues of Forbidden back in 2005, it did get a lot of great reviews. So when Silver Bullet Comic Books was around, we got 4 bullets from it. And in fact, that's on this cover right here.
Yeah. And real quick before you go on, Sam, Chris, I had a question. So if you just joined us, we are giving you guys the news that Sam is bringing back a story that he created back in 2005 by the name of Forbidden. He's very excited. It's going to be on Indiegogo. It's going to be a crowdfunding campaign to get the first 0 issue printed. It's on Indiegogo. He shared a link on our chat there. So if you guys scroll back up, sign up to that launch page, because you'll be able to be one of the first to pledge to it. And there's some really cool things for first day pledgers on that. I'm sorry, Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm actually showing the images again. So this is one of the covers that'll be on this Indiegogo that I did with the king with blood in his hands. And it'll be a gold cover for the Indiegogo. You put it in the Big Apple. Yeah, yes, awesome. And so that's the king cover that I did. Here's a sticker that's going to be Shaku and Desiree. Going to be one of the stickers available on the Indiegogo. Again, there is this cover is a double-sided cover. It goes with this cover here. The link is broken. That's no bueno. They're homophobic. Let me go to here. So there's a cover. That's the front and back cover for the trade. This is the this is one of the interior arts for upcoming issues of Forbidden, done by Primat Santra. Right there. And there's a cover. There's a pinup that's going to be available on the Indiegogo that I did. And that's the cover for the Indiegogo for the first issue that was done by Anibal of Royals. So let me get a new link.
Yeah, we have a question from Mr. Syfax. He says, why Indiegogo versus Kickstarter this time around?
Because one of the recommends by Mr. J.D. Calderon is that Indiegogo has a different audience than Kickstarter does, and to try to broaden our reach by hitting up doing an Indiegogo versus a Kickstarter, and because George will let you guys know in a second, because we've been doing Cast of Crazies on Kickstarter. We just want to keep that there. We're just focusing on Cast of Crazies there, that we built an audience there, and try to get another audience on. And here's I'm putting the link again.
I just put a link up there too, Sam.
Yeah, I just did it again. So there's the link again, and so that's the reason why. But yeah. So we got Broken Frontier. We got a great review for Broken Frontier from 2005 of Forbidden. We had from the Writers Roundtable. We had a great review from Jasmine Online. We had great reviews.
People liked it, bro. People loved it. It was a very good story. Now, here I have a question for you, Sam. Mm-hmm. So, in lettering the book, I was able to, dive into the story, and so I have a lot of spoilers in my head that I'm not going to talk about. But my question is this. So you created the story back in 2005, right? 16 years ago. Okay? 2000, 21 years ago. So you've had time to think about the story and do whatever. Now, a lot of independents will say, you know what, maybe I can tweak it. Maybe I can remaster it, so to speak. Why did you start from issue, I think 3, right?
Yeah.
Why did you start writing or finishing it from issue 3 rather than revisit the first few issues and kind of, tweak it or do stuff to it? Why go right into 3?
I'll tell you why, Georgie.
Right.
Because I already wrote the history. So I already had the Bible done. So back in 2000, I wrote the entire arc. Like I wrote the entire summary, the history, the character profiles, their bios. So I already had that information. Now, when I went back and reread the first 2 issues, and I had to go back because I walked away for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and reread the Bible, the character bios, and the books, the first 2 issues. And what it did was the first 2 issues were strong enough on there. I didn't need to do anything there. It was building from that point on and making sure that I think the time away was good because the scripts for the next 4 issues weren't done until 2018. Scripts from 1 and 2 were done in 2000, but 2018 they weren't. I started working on the rest of it, and it really gave me a good perspective on where I wanted to go with it. And there's some new characters that I added based on being away from it for so long because it fit where I wanted to go with it. I was like, wait, that needs to happen. Oh, wait, so it was like a puzzle. And I was like, wait, if this happened, then what is the adverse effect here? And then who does this benefit? And then why? And then what does this person do? You can't forget him. So I think that's what it was, like putting all the characters on the board and then linking them up and making sure that it all at the end gets to where I wanted to go with the first arc.
See, because I think, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I think that when I saw that you didn't go back to issue 0s 1 and 2, when I saw that you didn't do that, it made me think you must be happy with the way it was written back then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There was nothing to change at that point. Because and I think that part of that is because there was a Bible. Right? When you don't have that map, that roadmap written, that Bible, I think that's when, and I'll tell you this as a writer, that's when sometimes we second guess ourselves. And we say, ooh, damn, I should have changed that back then. Because the roadmap wasn't there. I think I commend the fact that you did have, and I remember the Bible, dude. I remember that thing. That thing was thick, so that story was already there. But the fact that you didn't change anything from the first 3 issues. So if you were around, and Gilbert, big shout out to Gilbert Rodriguez, who was one of our very first supporters back in the days of the Big Apple. If you were back then, if you picked up issue 0, 1, and 2. They are not going to change. Those are staying exactly the same.
Yes.
Art and everything. right? Art and everything.
Yes.
The only thing that's going to change is the coloring, obviously. The coloring.
Yes. So this was the cover done by David Keelis. I have it physical right here. So that's the David Keelis cover. This is going to be, that cover is going to be a hollow foil cover for the Indiegogo. And David did an amazing job. And this was the cover, if you got Forbidden back in the days, that was the cover that I did back in the days. I still have it bagged and boarded. We had the black and white cover by Anibal Arroyo. And then Forbidden was so popular at the Comic Cons, we also had it translated in Spanish into Prohibido. And that's the Spanish, and that was the Spanish cover. That's the cover for the Spanish version. So, when I read it, I was satisfied with the story. It didn't need to be changed. What it needed was to evolve. It needed to grow. And so I think those first two issues were strong enough on its own, and that I didn't need to touch it. And what I needed to do is make sure I complemented with the consecutive issues that followed up. And that's why I spent a lot of time going back and rereading my Bible, rereading all the characters. And then I was like, wait, that's when I recognized, I'm missing a key character here.
Did you change anything in the Bible? Like when you went back to reread it, did you tweak that? Did you change anything in there?
I added his brother. So there's a brother. I added another figure that you'll learn about. I don't want to talk about. You'll learn about that in the last issue, I believe.
What's his brother's name? Hermano?
No, is Monotus.
She said no.
No. Is Monotus, and so you'll learn about that. You'll learn about Arius's role. Her role evolved, and so.
Oh, it wasn't what it evolved to now in the original Bible.
In the original, it played a different role.
Okay.
And I can't talk about it, but
I know.
She has a significant
but
role.
That's good. No, but that's good because you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have to read this story. It definitely takes twists and turns, and I thought I knew the story because obviously, Sam, we've known each other for many, many years. But when I read the final product, I was like, you know what I mean? So
which is the messed up part because George got all the spoilers. So it's not like he went from one issue to the next issue to the next issue. No. So he has all the spoilers.
I'm doing my lettering, right? I'm doing my lettering, and I'm like, oh, and I'm doing, oh. Like, what the hell just happened? Wait a minute. Let me save that. Let me turn. So, but yeah, that's funny, man. No, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, no, I'm glad it's coming out. So for everybody, remember, hit those links and follow the page because it goes live on the 26th.
The 26th, yes. I'm still working on everything. So the good thing is that we have all of the reward levels already identified. I'm just fine tuning all of the images and all that stuff, whatever for the Indiegogo. Finishing up the trailer that's gonna launch with the site. My goal is to be live during the launch, like we did with the Kickstarter.
I see another one of those in our future.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. We did again. It's really getting. I think the biggest thing for me was being away for so long. A lot of people who are new to us don't know that we were comic creators. They probably just thought we were just podcasters. And then when we did Cast the Crazy, people probably say, oh, they're just podcasters writing their own story or whatever. What is that all about? And so it's like, all right, here's another side. And hopefully I bring in a new group of readers as well as the originals that supported us back then. Hopefully they come along. You guys come along for the ride along, and we bring some new breed into it and give life, so you can see that we are creators, and we have amazing stories that we want to share with everybody. And I'm excited about Forbidden. When I got the finished pages, and it just brought a new sense of invigorating.
It's Christmas morning every time you get a new page, bro. Yeah. It really is. You open up that email, you look at that page, and you're like, wow, damn, that looks dope, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, big time, bro.
Yeah.
Big time, big time.
Yeah. So, I was on the live show yesterday drawing um, Lord Vox. I prefer to draw things like There's an Alien in My Toilet, Cosmic Wars, Catch the Crazies, because that's my comfort zone. But because I'm working on the sketchbook and the filling up the backstory, I started drawing. So I started doing some. I said, let me do this live to show you guys. And if you didn't see the, I got it right here. So I'm gonna walk away for 1 second. George, you can continue.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say when Sam was talking about being creators and stuff, we know the struggle firsthand. We know what it's like to go out there and try to hustle our product and hustle our book, and are people gonna like what I'm doing and what I'm drawing, and how do I market, how do I publish, all that stuff. We know the struggle, which is why when we do the shows and we do the nice dude and we do the Get Your Med segments, we talk from that experience. But yeah, no, that's dope, bro. You did that you printed it out?
Yeah, I printed it out. So I did this yesterday live on and the video is available on the channel. So if you want to watch, I have two versions of it. I have the time-lapse version and the standalone very lengthy version. But yeah, so that's Lord Vox. So because I'm working on the sketchbook, I said, all right, art like this style of art takes me a lot more time than the other stuff.
Right.
But I wanted to be able to really make sure that the sketchbook, that you guys are just as excited as this, of the sketchbook when you get it as the book itself.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah, no, so that's the news, everybody. So Forbidden is making a comeback in 2021. The campaign goes live February 26th, not on Kickstarter. It'll be on Indiegogo. We're expanding our wings. We're going into another crowdfunding source, which is Indiegogo. From what I understand, it's a tougher gig. It's a different environment. It's not as easy for some reason, from what I hear.
Hey, the Royals Capollos.
Yeah, he's on. So check it out. Check it out. February 26th. There's the links all over the chat, and follow along to that page. 26th, February 26th.
February 26th is the official launch of Forbidden. I'm excited about it, and Anibal, you missed me talking about you. But yeah, so that's exciting, and then for all of the Catch the Crazy fans, what news do we have for them, Georgie?
Oh, yes. Well, first of all, for those who just joined us, Catch the Crazies. The book is obviously issue 2 is completed. We are just waiting for just to finish up the thank you page. We are finishing. Crystal, you're on now. We are finishing the page that you drew. This is Crystal Haskins is in the chat group. She wrote the 1-page story in the book, so that's getting colored. It's going to get lettered, and once that's done, the book is going to the printer. So everything is will be back.
And also, the PDFs will be sent out next week.
Correct. Also, for those of you who just joined us, if you haven't yet, make sure you filled out the surveys, because those surveys tell us a lot about you, where you live, what email to send those PDFs to, how your name will appear on the back of the book. So all of that stuff. So with that being said, with Catch the Crazies number 2 being successfully funded, 1 and 2 now, successfully funded thanks to you. And I think we have a bit of a following. Hopefully it grows. We are going to be releasing issue number 3 in Kickstarter format. So the launch of Kickstarter 3 will be on April 29th is when the launch of Kickstarter 3 will occur. I will be sending an update in our Kickstarter for the Crazies number 2 with a link to the launch page. So be on the lookout for that. We tried to get that launch page done before, but
Kickstarter said, "Oh hell no!
Easy.
Yeah, get out of here with your bad self."
Number 2 before you start pushing number 3. So they put a halt on that.
Yes.
But yes, it is gonna go live. You will be getting an update from us, and
we have some great stuff in this Kickstarter. So
yes.
we really took a hard look at some of the rewards and the incentives and all that stuff. And we're gonna
Yes.
the third one is gonna be some great stuff. We're gonna have multiple covers, hollow foil covers, gold covers, silver covers. You get a cover. We're gonna have a lot of great stuff. New character stickers. Some really cool incentive. Some stuff we can't talk about until we launch when it launches. But some really good level of rewards. Or unless George wants to talk about it, it's up to him.
No. We'll save it. We'll save it for the live for another live show.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about it. April. We will be having a live show. We'll be talking about the Kickstarter and what to expect.
Yes.
And first day pledgers will be getting some really exclusive stuff. And when I'm talking about exclusive, I'm talking about exclusive things. So if you are one of the first day pledgers, you're going to get stuff that you won't be able to get anywhere else. So that's going to be really, really cool. We'll talk more about that in the months to come. But I just want to let you guys know that issue 2 is done. Issue 3 is pretty much finished. It's just a matter of getting it lettered. But the funding is for the printing and all that is good stuff. Hopefully by the time that comes out, dude, we'll be able to hit up some shows and promote it in person. But we'll see what April brings.
I'd love to get into some shows. Yeah, and then once we have 3 issues already done in the pipeline, we'll start getting it out into local stores. So we're gonna do the grassroots hand delivering to all New York, New Jersey areas. George and I are gonna be grinding. We're gonna do a road trip and just get out there and
some stores.
Yeah, get some stores. But the books will be available soon on Comixology and Indie Planet for print on demand. So we'll let you know when that happens. But we're waiting to have 3 books in the pipeline before we start hitting stores. So this way, every month we can get them with the follow-up issues.
And hopefully we'll have some extra issues that we will be printing out. If you guys are interested, hit us up. Say, hey guys, I want a book. We may be able to, ship you out a book. You just, DM us and we should be able to do something like that. If you want to purchase a book through us, we can send you guys.
PDFs are available through our site. You can purchase it and it downloads immediately by use of PayPal. But that's already available on the site. Print on demand will be available soon.
There you go. Yeah, so that's exciting stuff. I love the fact that Forbidden's making a comeback. This has been a very, very, very. Oh, and I must have missed this at the beginning. Did you say you didn't have the cover for issue 3 yet?
Oh, so issue 3 cover is not colored yet, but here is the template for issue 3 cover. I gotta find it. Oh, there it is. Boom. So you see me draw this on a live show. This is going to be the cover for issue 3. This is just a template of it. So basically what you're seeing on this cover is George and Sam at the door, and there's a bus pulls up, and you see Sam's hands covering the face of the bus. That's the Afro Man. And then you're going to see what's happening in the background. People are getting bonked in the heads by the crazies. You got a crazy in the tree, crazy over here, crazy over here. You're crazy, I'm a crazy. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. So this is just a rough edition. I was hoping to have it ready today, but I didn't have it ready to show you guys. But issue 3 cover will be ready soon.
There you go. And, as always, we want to just check to see if anybody had any questions in regards to everything we've discussed. If you guys came in and missed something, if you guys have some questions, we can always do a little recap. But
feedback about Forbidden. What do you think of what you've seen so far? I showed you 4 different artists. I showed you Anibal's work. I showed you David Keeler's work. I showed you Prima Santra's work, and I showed you Ifata's work, and as well as mine. 5 people's work. There's 5 artists on the World of Forbidden.
Jeez.
That's how complicated that bad boy is.
Big time.
Yeah, so I will be doing alternative covers for Forbidden. You saw the pinup for Shaku that I put up there that I did recently. In fact, this is the first time I'm showing the pinup. So that's the cover for the Kickstarter. For the Indiegogo. But that's the gold cover again. Just to run through. That's one of the stickers. That's
Anibal,
the cover.
That's right. Prohibido is back, Anibal. Prohibido is back.
Cover for the trade paperback. Interiors by Santra. That's the pinup that's available for this Indiegogo by me. So there was the whole thing there. Future Scope Comics Entertainment, love it. And also So look out very soon for an exclusive day in the life of.
Oh yeah. Show the logo.
Yes.
You got the logo up there?
Yes, future day in the life of a brokepreneur, and that's me right there. I am the brokepreneur, I'm going to walk you through a day in the life of the brokepreneur and what it looks like. So there is the logo. Peep the logo, and basically how my day is structured, all the things that I tackle from the web design to the social media to the networking to the Kickstarter to now the Indiegogo, to the drawing of the comic books, the writing, the podcasting, the editing, and how is my day structured to be able to tackle multiple things a day. So there's a video that's coming out soon, the day in the life of a brokepreneur. And so nice logo.
Johnny's ready to get a dope piece of Shaku as part of the pledge package.
Hey, no, Johnny, no. No, I didn't do the logo. I had somebody hook me up, and but that is
he doesn't look too broke in that logo. I was telling him at the beginning of the show. I was like, Sam, you don't look too broke in that logo.
Yes,
so
and look,
you're looking.
Yeah, look out for the
shape
theme.
up is
Yeah.
nice and the lineup is good.
Yeah, look out for the theme song too. But the life of a brokepreneur is you got to fake it to make it, right? But eating peanut butter and jellies become the norm. Peanut butter jelly is good with coffee, but
nice.
yes, but yeah. So life of the brokepreneur, that's coming out soon. It will be a blog series that you'll get to see a day in the life, and I'll walk you through everything from how I catalog and schedule all of our episodes months in advance.
That's right. We're also going to have, and April's going to be a pretty big month as well. We're going to have obviously new guests all over the place, but we're also going to have some new segments on the show.
Speaking of that, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go. Do your thing. I'm gonna look it up because I gotta find it. Keep talking.
Yeah, so we're gonna have new segments on the show, just quick segments. We're gonna talk about indie news at the beginning of shows, just to give you guys a heads up as to what we found, whether it's a movie that's coming out, an indie movie or whatever it is. We're gonna be talking about that. During the shows, we're also gonna be talking about the shameless plug, which is gonna be a segment where we just plug one of our indies and we talk a little bit about what they're doing. So look out for that. If you guys want to be part of that, let me know, hit me up. And so we figured we'd expand the show a little bit, give you guys a little more, and that'll be happening in our April episodes. So look out for that in our April episodes.
Yeah, so we are also now part of the NSC Roadshow,
That's right.
podcast tour. So you'll be seeing a lot of talent promoting their Kickstarters or Indiegogos on Cast the Craze, which is why recently you've been seeing a lot of shows thrown in the mix out of cycle as additional shows. So they reached out to us and asked us if we want to be part of it. We joined, and so we have a lot of great talent lined up. So just want to let you guys know about that. So our roster is like I think we have 2 slots in April left. And and we already have names ready filled for that. So really working on May's schedule, which is crazy.
That's right. We actually have a show on Sunday, and for a Kickstarter. I believe the gentleman's name is Fabio, and Johnny, this is one of your recommends.
Yeah.
So he'll be on the show on Sunday, promoting his Kickstarter. Nightfall, I believe, is the name of the Kickstarter. Fabio Simao is the gentleman who will be on the show. And on Friday, as always, we'll have the Catch the Craze episode. And on that episode, it will be Phil Falco, who has a book called Haunting. And he'll be on the show this Friday. So subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
We have multiple shows this week.
Like it.
We got a toy photographer this week. We got another Kickstarter this week. Right now, tonight, if you haven't seen it, What's in the Box was Only Death Can Save Us. It was a book that I backed on Kickstarter. Really good book. Check out the What's in the Box. That was pretty dope. That was by Russ Leach, and we're working on getting him on the show as well. And it's pretty. We're pretty excited. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you're not a follower, please follow. If you're watching this, give us a thumbs up if you like this episode.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Have you heard? Bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. But no, we're excited. Again, we say it all the time. I appreciate every single one of you. I get it. There are moments where I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And then there's those moments where like, wow. Like, when, we were backed in 4 days. We made our goal in 4 days. I was like, whoa. Going into it, it's like, oh, we're going to be able to repeat. You know what I mean? So it's like you get those moments where you're like, you doubt yourself. But the fact that you guys are there, you're supporting, and we're excited about that. We appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. And know that, and with all the noise that's out there and all the risks that are out there, this community is such a great community to be a part of.
Absolutely.
Because the world is so filled with uncertainty, and being in this creative space helps us get to play and appreciate each other. So I thank you guys for that.
Definitely. Big shout out to the guys and to everyone who supports us constantly. Daphne Lage, thank you so much for, appearing on our shows and really just, supporting us. Nerds of the Rounds, Sebastian, Tone from across the whole law. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the 100th episode you guys aired last night. That was dope.
Yeah.
I was able to check that out.
My boys are
big
getting
shout out to
older.
you guys. They're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. Big shout out to Jonathan Syfax.
Johnny.
He's been hustling for us. Thank you so much. Anibal Arroyo, as always, thank you for the recommends on some of the guys that we've had on the show as well. So, and if I missed anybody, I do apologize. And if you are on here and I haven't heard from you,
thank you, Mark.
But thank you.
Thank you, Mark Verma, for watching on Facebook.
There you go.
I can't see the names on Twitch, but thank you guys so much again. Seriously, we're excited about that. The 26th of February is the Indiegogo. I think we showed what we needed to show. Let me see. There was this. What was this? Yeah, we showed that. We showed the stickers. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the stickers or just coming in, there's Chad right there. Again, and there's Dougie
Fresh.
And there's Dennis. Those are the stickers for this Kickstarter that just completed. And there is Bonkers. And Bonkers is the brother of Crazy. So those are the stickers there. Any questions? There's Chad right there.
Whoa.
That's my voice? I got to work on my...
That was your voice. Yeah, I just popped Facebook open and you just started talking.
So you see that?
No, good stuff.
Anibal said he wants to do a couple pieces for Forbidden. What's up with that, Anibal? Arroyos con pollos?
Oh, I'll be down for some either promotion or filler art. Always enjoy drawing those characters. Yeah, those were those characters, man. I'm telling you, Anibal was hyped, and then Duty came over and just wiped them out. It was over.
Duty was like, "Peace, I'm taking over this planet." Any questions? Feedback. Leave comments down below as well. Don't forget. Give us that thumbs up.
Definitely like it. Yeah, like it, share it. Do what you got to do. And if you're on Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in. Twitch people, thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, man, that's all I got right now.
That's all I got. Again, be safe, be healthy. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera.
George the Dreamer Medina.
And we are...
It's just easy. It's not.
Crazy. Acquiesce.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. Say my name, right? This is what you were thinking? Oh, my. He described me. He said, I'm the idiot.
What? Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. To Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze. Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.
Candy girl.